I would like to express my sincere appreciation for the invitation to deliver a remark on this important occasion. The Speaker, post-budget workshops for members of Parliament have proven to be very useful too over the years, as they provide a platform for independent assessment of various aspects of the budget to be presented before members of Parliament ahead of the budget debate and approval process. Mr. Speaker, over the years, I have personally benefited from presentations and discussions in these workshops as a member of Parliament. Today, I join as both an MP and a minister responsible for finance, and I expect once again to benefit from this useful, rich analysis and recommendations that this platform will present. Right Honourable Speaker, this budget is centered on resetting the Ghanaian economy for the people of Ghana. We recognize that our economy is in crisis, but most importantly, we have put in place innovative strategies and interventions to resolve these challenges that confront us head-on. Mr. Speaker, the 2025 budget is people-centered. It's a budget that protects the poor and the vulnerable, that provides incentive for private sector growth and job creation. It is a budget that introduces a number of innovative approaches to address key funding constraints and contains key growth-oriented interventions to support our national development. Right Honourable Speaker, the targets in the budget for the year 2024 are as follows. Overall GDP growth for at least 4% of GDP, non-oil GDP growth of at least 4.8% of GDP, end period inflation rate of 11.9%, primary balance on commitment basis at a surplus of 1.5% of GDP, and gross international reserves that will cover not less than 3 months of import cover. Mr. Speaker, we have outlined a number of revenue and expenditure measures in the 2025 budget to support the achievement of our fiscal objectives and targets, and would like to call on this esteemed House, particularly my colleagues, the members of Parliament, to support these measures and the passage of the various legislations that will operationalize the measures as soon as possible. Some initiatives that we have proposed for implementation in this budget are as follows. We are proposing to roll out the 24-hour economy policy to support inclusive growth and job creation. We also propose to roll out the 10 billion Big Push policy beginning this year. Mr. Speaker, we are proposing the establishment of Ghana Gold Board to support the foreign exchange inflows and gold reserve accumulation to benefit our dear country. Speaker, aside, we are proposing the implementation of the Agriculture for Economic Transformation agenda. We want to use government procurement to drive made in Ghana goods, and particularly to drive local participation in our economy. We have also enhanced social protections through the introduction of various social intervention programs to complement existing programs to alleviate the current economic hardships and also to protect the vulnerable. Mr. Speaker, we are undertaking key structural reforms to support inclusive growth, fiscal and debt sustainability, sound public financial management, and efficient public service delivery and good governance. Right Honourable Speaker, we want to promote fiscal discipline and debt sustainability by amending the Fiscal Responsibility Act to include debt ceiling and the establishment of an independent fiscal council to monitor and adhere to the ceilings. Mr. Speaker, we intend to rationalize VAT and COVID levy later this year after stakeholders consultation and to receive the TA, technical assistance from the IMF and VAT rationalization task force that will be commissioning in the coming days. Mr. Speaker, aside, we intend to restructure the Bank of Ghana to strengthen its independence and operationalize the efficiency to deliver more for the people of Ghana, particularly in areas of price and exchange rate stability. Beginning this year, we also intend to formalize the export of Ghanaian labor to other countries by introducing measures that will protect the Ghanaian who is working abroad. Right Honourable Speaker, we have also adopted some innovative approach to address some of our long-standing problems, and this include the reduction of the tax refund ceiling to close the gap for the elimination of some of the taxes that we have introduced. Mr. Speaker, we are uncapping the National Health Insurance, the Ghana Education Trust Fund, and the Road Fund to fund critical government expenditures and additional priorities, including providing sustainable sources of funding for the free secondary education and free tertiary education for persons with disability. We are also proposing to the House that ABFA be allocated largely for infrastructure and big push infrastructure instead of rather spreading it so thinly to cover some expenditures that are not desirable. Mr. Speaker, we are also placing a limit on project loan disbursement for both bilateral and multilateral loans beginning this year. We are therefore calling on this House to support us once again, as we have done in the past to various finance ministers. Right Honorable Speaker, I thank you so much for the opportunity to address the House. Thank you.